y'all, and welcome to the Crazy Sock Lady YouTube channel. My name is Kayla and this is my channel where I share all about my making adventures. Today is Wednesday, September 24th. It is about 10 a.m. and I have quite a bit to share with you today. I feel like a lot of projects you saw last week. I did frog one of my projects from last week and start something new with the yarn. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen a picture of that in my stories, but I'm very excited about what I have started, so I can't wait to share that with you. I do have a few things that arrived in the mail, and I have some yarn that I showed last week, but that I'm going to be casting on hopefully today for socks. So lots to chat about. I do have a finished object as well. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as the Crazy Sock Lady, and I do have links right down below this video in the description box for everywhere that you can find me, as well as links to any shops that I talk about, links to my Ravelry project pages. You are going to find all of that right down there for you. So let's see. Let's start with finished objects. Hope you have something to sip on. I've got some iced coffee today. I had some errands to run this morning on my day off, so I grabbed myself a coffee on the way back home. But yes, I have one finished pair of socks, and they are so cute. I already know who they're going to, and I think they're going to love them. These are the Woolen Women Fibers box for, it was a Wicked themed box. The yarn is Defying Gravity. It was a sock set, so a full skein, and this one had two mini skeins with it. I just did my vanilla socks on 9-inch circulars pattern, did a knit 2 purl 2 ribbing for, I think for this one I did 30 rounds. I ended up doing it longer than I normally do. Pretty sure it was 30 rounds for that one. Those turned out so fun. I love the pop of pink at the top of the cuff with the green heel. This box, the pre-order did close for this yesterday on the 23rd, but head over and check out. I'll have them linked below. I have not looked yet to see if they have the next box up yet, or any pictures of that, but definitely head over and check out Woolen Women Fibers. Their boxes are always so fun. All right, next, more socks. I'm sure you're shocked by that. So I've got, let's start with socks, and I'll save the one that I frogged from last week for last. All right, so this one, this is in a bag that's just a gift from a friend years ago. They do not have a shop. And in here, I am on the second sock. This was some deep stash yarn from the Woolen Homestead. Here's the first one. I love how this worked out. I'm so glad I grabbed this out of my stash to use up. These socks are so beautiful. So I'm just doing for this pair, yeah, this is the only other pair that is my vanilla socks. Vanilla socks on 9-inch circulars using Chalgoo 9-inch circular needles. And there's where I'm at on the second sock. I've got all of my markers. You can kind of see my process here. I move them all over to the second sock as I go. Placing a marker every 10 rounds just makes it easier to count, to keep track of where I am at on the socks. And then I know this second sock is going to match this first sock. This one, did I even say the yarn is called, my favorite color is October, and I mean, I think these colors are absolutely October. We've had some warmer temperatures. We're obviously still in September, but we've had some warmer temperatures again here, and it's cooled back down a little bit, and all of the sudden on Monday, like all the leaves started falling in our yard, and I love when that change starts to happen and you see that shift in the seasons. It just makes me so happy. So this yarn was the perfect thing to be working on right now, as we are going to be in October in no time at all. I will probably have this pair done by the time we are in October, but my next two sock projects are both my Vanilla Bean socks pattern, and that, along with all of my other patterns, are still 25% off until the end of the month. There is no discount code needed. It's automatically applied on Etsy and on Ravelry. So I will have both of those places linked down below. This pair is in a bag from Little Robin Cottage. I've pulled out all the fall and Halloween bags, as you can tell. This is 3 by the Sea Designs in their Spooktacular sock set. And I am just on the first sock on this one. Still working away on that first sock. There's what it's looking like so far. Did the cast on in 10 rounds in the mini. 25 rounds total of knit 2 purl 2 ribbing, and just working away on the Vanilla Bean socks pattern for this one. I was not too far on, I think I had done like 2 repeats, and then I worked on it on the treadmill this morning, so it got a little bit of work. And again, both of these socks are on 9-inch circulars. It's the same stuff. That's just what I have been liking lately. So this one's in a bag from Stitch and You Bags. Cute Jack Skellington bag. And this is the Yarnable for September. Shroom with a View is the name of this one. And I am on the first sock for this one as well. I'm through the heel and the gusset decreases on this one. I already know who these ones are going to because they will love the colors in this. It is so beautiful, especially with that Vanilla Bean pattern. It's worked up so nice. So that is it for sock projects. Now I do have a project last week that I was working on, which was my Musselburgh hat, and I did frog that. I just really wasn't feeling it at the moment. I just wasn't wanting to pull it out and work on it. I really would have rather the yarn have been in something else. I think I wasn't liking it in a hat, so I decided to start something else. I still have it in the same project bag from 3 by the Sea Designs. And I have started a shawl, and it's still a very tiny little baby shawl. I had some courses and things I had to do for work. So I started this before I started that course last Wednesday, and then I could not, this pattern is not a hard pattern, but I was trying to pay attention for this course as well, and I couldn't read the pattern and intake that information at the same time. So I have not worked on this since last Wednesday, but I finished my courses for work, so I have the afternoon to hopefully just sit and knit on this. So fingers crossed, next week there will be a good bit of progress on this. But I started a shawl, and the pattern, do I have the first page? Let's see. It is the Rest Area Shawl by Good to Go Knits Designs. This is a black and white picture, but I will have the Ravelry page listed down below, my project page, and you can find the pattern linked over there. So here is what it looks like. It's a small little one skein shawl. It says shawl, shawlette. So small little thing, and I think it's going to be beautiful. It is so tiny right now. That is all that I have. But I have enjoyed this tiny little bit, and just looking through the pattern, I think it's going to be a really fun one and a pretty simple, mindless one as well, which y'all know I love those kind of knits. So I think this is going to be a good one. I'm so excited to sit down this afternoon and get some work done on this. I had Monday off as well, so I really tried to get a lot of stuff done around the house on Monday, with like knowing I had Wednesday off and anticipating that Wednesday I could relax and knit. So you know, sometimes we make those plans and they don't work out, but we shall see what the afternoon holds. Hopefully a lot of this, so I can really see what this is going to look like. But I've really enjoyed it so far. I have a cute little progress keeper on here that I cannot for the life of me remember where it came from, but it is a cute little leaf. And I did not even say the yarn, which if you watched last week, you know this is what was in the hat that I was working on, but it is Mama Jess Knits. Fog on the Mountain is the colorway. It's a fingering weight yarn. And I just, I just frogged the hat and wound it all back up on here. It's kind of a mess, but that's fine. It's fine. So yes, hopefully there'll be more progress on this next week. Like I said, I enjoyed it last week when I sat down and got it started, and I'm someone who I can typically tell within the first little bit of a project, am I going to like it? Am I going to like the yarn in this project? Am I going to like this pattern? And I definitely think this is one that I am going to enjoy. All right, that's it for project. I do have a few bags that arrived in the mail from my friend Danielle over at Midwest Stitches. She sent me a few project bags for my birthday, and I will link her down below. She does not have a bag shop anymore, but she does have a podcast here on YouTube. So I will link the places that you can find her down below. But she knows that I love, love, love the Grinch. So she sent me a Grinch project bag that is, you know, I'm going to use this for some Christmas socks this year. It says Grinch before coffee with coffee cups. I mean, two of my favorite things, the Grinch, and the coffee. Two of my favorite things. So she sent this over for me, and it has cute little Grinch snaps. I don't know if you can see those that well, but they are adorable. And then this one I'm going to be using for my next sock project. She sent over a Hocus Pocus snap bag. Look how cute. Because she also knows that I love Hocus Pocus. So this I'm actually going to use. I showed this yarn last week from Stitchin' with Yarn and talked about how I thought I was going to cast maybe this one on first. And yes, I'm going to cast this on and put it in my new Hocus Pocus snap bag, and I probably will cake this up today. I don't know that I'll cast it on today, but I will at least have it caked up in the bag ready to go. You'll probably see this as new cast on next episode. Well, I think that is all that I have today. I am going to get this office cleaned up a bit, get some pictures of these because I have not taken pictures yet to post on Instagram and Ravelry. So get that done and get this episode up for y'all, and hopefully go get lots of knitting done this afternoon. I hope that you guys are getting lots of making time in as well. And I will see you again probably next week for another episode. So until I do see you again, happy making and God bless you. Bye.